Well, we're back here at Beamer & Son Garage. Today, in the Corona era, we're showing the Roadrunner. Come on up here, son. We've got our 70 Roadrunner, and we're going to show you some of the stuff that makes this car so unique with the air grabber. As you can see, it's got the door right there. It's actually the scoop that raises up. Can you see that? Where it says air grabber?
Oh yeah.
But over here under the hood, this car's been robbed for all the parts. So it's missing all the mechanisms, less the scoop. It's all gone. So what I've done is, over the years of owning this car, I've collected parts. And of course you've seen parts in the garage piled everywhere. You think that's a complete cluster mess. Well, it is. But I know where everything is, and I dug this out. And what we have the mechanisms for the air grabber. This bolts to the hood. You can see the gasket right here. It has to have a gasket, so we're going to have to get a gasket offline. Then we're going to have to get some nuts to bolt this up to the hood. And you can see right in here, it's got little small studs sticking through. And that's what we're going to have the nuts for. But we're going to have a gasket and then the nuts. And what we're going to do is we're going to install this in the car. And once that's in the car, I have another scoop here to show you basically the function of this. So here's what happens when this is in the car. This has holes in it. Here, 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 and here. And these pins then fit in there on both sides. I got two of these. I got two of them. So what happens is, when this is bolted in the car, after this is bolted up to the underside, then this is the top of the hood. Right here, these linkage rod. And what that does is that linkage rod comes up, and these pins go in there, and of course it connects it here. So basically, it's going to be a kind of a, a type of deal where you have to get that hooked up like that. Actually, it's going to go this way. So that hole goes through here, and you'll put the pin in, and you'll slide the pin in, both sides. And once that's all in place, of course the scoop's already in the car, then there's a servo valve that's basically going to run off of that. This is going to bolt up to the hood. The servo valve here will connect into that, and that'll raise it up like that. And so that's going to be connected. And there's a vacuum line that's going to go to the carburetor, into this diaphragm, and then it goes inside the hood, or inside the car, to a switch. And what will happen is, when the car is running, it'll build vacuum. And when you flip the switch, it will operate this diaphragm in here, and it'll cause it to open or shut, depends on what you're doing with the switch. And that'll open it. It'll open your basically your air grabber. That's how the air grabber is going to open. And actually probably go like this. Yeah, it'll go like that, and it'll go up and down by the operation of this servo valve. And that's how it works. And this will bolt on the hood. I believe it bolts right here. One of these holes right here. You might really pause too. There it is, right there. It lines up right there perfectly. Probably gonna have to go like that though. Yeah, it'll go like that. And that's it. It'll bolt up there and there. And that's what's gonna do. You'll have some vacuum line that'll run from there, and it'll also go to the inside the car. It'll go to the carburetor, and it'll go inside the car to a switch in there, and that'll operate this valve, and that'll make the hood, do it air grabber chore by opening the door. And this will just simply fold up. Once you get some nuts for it and a gasket, this will simply fold up to the car like this. This So bolt it in like that. And once you get the nuts, it'll bolt up, and that will, you know, that other end of it, well, then we'll operate, you know, the mechanism there. And of course, you have to put the pins in this one here. You have to put the pins in here to hook it to that, so it'll open up and close. And once all that's done, I got the wrong air cleaner, and I do have the correct air cleaner lid for this car. And what it is a special air grabber. And there it is. That's the lid for it. I bought that offline, and that'll go in once all that other stuff's done. Unfortunately, I don't have the filter, and I still have to get a base. So once I get the filter and base, that'll go in on top of all that. And that's really about all it, you know, it takes to operate one of these air grabbers. And inside the car, we'll show you the switch. I've been there soon, I'll be on the other side. Oh. Right there. There's your switch. It says air grabber, and you flip that up, and that'll make the thing pop up, and you flip it down, and that'll close it. Now here's also a rare thing this car has. It has a reverse light for when you're in reverse. This car is a 4-speed car, and all 4-speed cars, and only 4-speed cars came with a reverse light. If you had a 3-speed manual shift car, you didn't get the reverse light. It was only a 4-speed car got it. This car got a reverse light because it was a 4-speed car. Unfortunately, someone has put a ratchet shifter in it, automatic now, and so yeah, it's now an automatic. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the you know, the proper 4-speed that it would have had in it because somebody robbed it out. And that's it. Air grabber switch there on the dash.
Beep beep.
And the reverse light and the air grabber mechanism. And over here you can see the real beep beep Roadrunner emblem over. Come on this side over here, son. You can see it right there. There's the Roadrunner. There it is. Beep beep. That's the horn. That's what makes the car unique, is the beep beep. So we're gonna plan on getting on this car. We're waiting on you know, just like everybody else in this country, we're waiting on a stimulus check. Once we get that, we're gonna fix the Roadrunner up. We're gonna tear into the engine. We're gonna fix the engine hopefully. If not, I do have another 440 for it and a 383. This was originally a 383 4-speed pistol grip car. So we're going to try to get this engine running because it is a, you know, earlier model, 70 model 440. We like the 440. We're going to try to get this 440 going and keep it. And if we can get it going, then we're going to go ahead and buy the necessary nuts, the gaskets. We'll put the air cleaner, air grabber stuff together on it. Get all that hooked up. We'll go ahead and get a base and a filter, and we'll get any engine parts we need, and we're going to fix this engine. And we're going to get the Roadrunner back together. We need some tires. It had brakes, oh gosh, probably 10 years ago or so when the last time I drove the car. It probably doesn't have brakes now, so it's going to have some brake work. But after that, yeah, we'll be able to put it around and have some fun with our 70 Roadrunner. So that's what we're doing here. We're just digging out some parts and fitting parts and seeing what we got. And you got to see what we got. And yeah, we can't wait till we get back on this car and get this car together. So this is just a Beaver and Son Garage extra moment. We wanted to show you what we're doing in this, you know, coronavirus era that we're going through here. They call it what, COVID-19, I think, in the sun. Yeah,
COVID-19.
Unfortunately, they still got the whole country basically staying home, and we're staying home.
Yep.
But that's what we're doing here. We're just, you know, digging out parts and still tinkering with stuff and we're going to try to go get you know, some machine nuts to fit that, and we'll have to get a gasket online and replace this gasket, put a new gasket on there, bolt that up to the hood. I don't care about the rust, you know.